Hello, great. I am Merrie the Magickal Maeven, and I'm here to help people through their spiritual journey wherever they are at this moment. So today I'm here to talk to you about the supermoon. Yeah, we have a supermoon coming up. So I'm here at the Pure Essence Wellness Center right here in Traverse City on 8th Street. The reason I want to talk to you about the supermoon is because paying attention to the moon phases or other astrological things that are going on, that helps you in your day-to-day life. It can help you provide solutions on a physical, emotional, spiritual level, and it can also help increase your magic. So I'm going to cover quite a bit. Don't worry, you don't have to remember it all. I created a quick reference guide for you. And so all you have to do is let me know that you want that, and I'll send it to you via email. So let's get started. What the heck is a supermoon? Okay, supermoon is not it's not a scientific term. It was actually coined by an astrologer. And so a supermoon is technically, if I could say technically called a perigee moon. It can be a full moon or a new moon. So the supermoon that we have coming up is a full moon, and it can look 20% larger than your average moon. So therefore, it has a stronger effect on such things as tides. So we're getting a little sciencey on you. So the distance in the moon's orbit when it passes the Earth at its closest point, it brings the moon approximately 50,000 kilometers closer than when it's the furthest away from Earth. So that's why, everyone's seen a supermoon, right? Like you're like, holy crud, that is huge. It looks like it's going to crash into the Earth even. So let's just talk about just in general, just the full moon, just a regular everyday full moon, not every day. Once a month full moon. So the full moon in general is a good time for harvesting, so pulling up your emotional weeds, right? Cutting cords, getting rid of bad behaviors or bad habits or certain relationships that don't serve you any longer. So a full moon ushers out of your life and also helps make room for what's to come, right? So the supermoon. So this is just amplifying everything. So it's just cranking it up to 11, right? So take all the aspects of a regular full moon. So because a full moon shines down energy on you, anything that that moonlight that touches is affected. And that's the idea of a supermoon, just crank it up even more. So anything that you want to do during a supermoon, it's just going to get that extra boost of energy. It also helps things come to light during this time. So anything that you've been kind of like, oh, I'm not going to pay attention to that, or you know what I mean? Like the things that we're like, oh, I'll deal with it later. So it might bring those things up for you. You might also feel like you're getting a boost of intuition. You might feel like you're getting an upgrade. Or you might even feel like some sort of shift and not knowing, well, what is this? I'm feeling something, I just don't know what it is. So here's some tips I got for you. Just through the whole thing, try to stay calm. You might feel like during this time, especially if you're going through some sort of transition, that you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, where in reality, it might not seem like it at the time, but in reality, it's more like taking 1 step back and maybe 17 steps forward, okay? You might feel like you're getting extra sensitive, extra emotional. And this can be leading up to the supermoon as well as you're coming away from the supermoon. So pay attention to how you're feeling, the effects to your psyche. So that way, when there's another supermoon, you'll be ready for it. You also might feel restless, okay? Because there's all this. Think about it like kind of like spring cleaning, but on an emotional level. There's all these past issues that maybe haven't been dealing with. Now they're bubbling up to the surface. So this can be a very powerful purging process. All right, so something else you can do to help you through this time, using a journal, just jotting down anything and everything that comes to mind, whatever feelings come up. You might look back on it later and find that to be very helpful. We always think we're going to remember, and I can tell you from experience, take like a dream journal or any sort of journal that you look back on years later, you're like, oh my goodness, I completely forgot all about this, and it makes perfect sense. So it's a really good way for you to capture that in that moment, kind of like a time capsule that will be helpful for you down the road. Do your best to stay centered, to stay grounded, so that way as you're releasing the baggage, as the energy shifting is happening, you feel really stable where you are. And then just take this opportunity to grow, to shift, evolve, just accept, and just believe that, you know, this is a good learning and growing process for you, because you're making room for new things, and you're just making this transformation and change and growth. Well, there's the phrase of growing pains, right? So here's some activities for you, and this is by no means a definitive list. It's just I felt like a good handful of things that you can do during the supermoon. I'd love to hear your feedback or your ideas as well. So here we go. This is a great time for meditation, reflection, contemplation, because you know how we were talking about how the supermoon shines a light on those dark corners of your subconscious, things that you've been maybe packed away in the attic, and you're like, oh, here we go. We're gonna deal with this. So it can help give you those insights, right? This is a really good time for you to recharge on a physical level or an emotional level, as well as spending time working on your chakras. Energy healing of whatever modality you use, it can have great results right now. Think of that white light coming down from the moon. And you don't have to be trained, you don't have to have a certification to tap into the moon. Okay, people have been doing this for centuries. So it can be used by anyone. All you have to do is ask that the energy the healing energy from the moon be surrounded, or is surrounding that person that you're thinking about. Just think about that white light energy of the supermoon surrounding that person that needs that energy healing. And again, journaling, but this time a dream journal. So for a dream journal, your dreams might be just wackadoodle during the supermoon. They might be more vivid than usual. There might be important messages that maybe at the time means diddly squat, but later you're like, oh, there it was the whole time. So write them down as soon as you wake up, because you know how it is. You wake up and you do other things. You're like, I had a dream, stuff happened, it's gone, right? So have it right next to your bed as soon as you wake up. Take that 5 minutes, jot it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just jot it down as quickly as you can to get it out and into the journal. All right. Releasing so you can manifest. Because think of feng shui or spring cleaning, like getting rid of the things that no longer serve you to make room for the things that will serve you now. So take a sheet of paper, write down everything you're ready to release. Just let it, don't even think about it. Don't write from here, just write from here, okay? Just keep writing until you can't write anymore. And then when you're done, hold that piece of paper up in the air and say a little prayer. It could be to the divine, the universe, spirit guide, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever higher power you wish to talk to. Ask for their assistance to help you release these things, and be thankful for the lessons, because everything that happens there, it's a gift, no matter how awful that gift might seem at the time. Be thankful for the lessons that you learn, because then you know better in the future, and then you can also help somebody else. You see them, oh, I know exactly what this person's going through, and maybe I can help them through that. So think about the new experiences that are coming your way, and release that piece of paper. Or a great way to do that is to burn it. Okay. And then, now that all that is purged, right? What you can do is write down everything you want to bring in. And again, don't write from here, write from here. Okay. Hold it close to your heart when you're done. Envision everything as all that as if it's already happened. Not I will, or it's going to happen tomorrow, or it's going to happen next year, next month, whatever. No, 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 no. Whatever it is, think about it that it's already happened. Okay. Because if you're always thinking about, I'll do it tomorrow, well, tomorrow will never get here, right? So you want to think about all those things right now. Say a little prayer to whatever your higher power that you were speaking to. Ask them for your help with this, for their help with this as well. Store that piece of paper in a safe place, because you're going to look back at it later and go, oh my goodness, I got this and this and this and this. Because it's not going to all happen at once. It's not going to be like presents under the Christmas tree, right? They're going to happen in their own, time, and they're going to maybe trickle in. So here we go with crystals. This is a great time to charge your crystals. So if you want to charge them outside, think of dew. Not every crystal or stone is going to be good in moist or dampness. Okay, so think about that. Make sure that your stone is okay for that. Like for instance, selenite, please don't put selenite in water. It's not going to like instantly dissolve, but it will over time, right? So you can set, if you don't want to set them outside where they can get covered in dew, you can always set them in a windowsill. So gather up your stones, place them in the moonlight where they can collect all that moonlight, just bathe in that moonlight all night long. And then right before sunrise, gather them up again, put them wherever you store them, and you're good to go. And then you can do some moon bathing as well, not just for your stones, but you can do it too. So if you want to, you can camp outside and sleep in the moonlight. But if that doesn't really work for you, you could take a moonlight stroll, like a little walk, and then take advantage of that moon's energy on you. It can cleanse you, cleanse your mind, your body, your spirit. Think about it like a regular bath or a shower, washing away the negativity so you feel refreshed and renewed. All right, I got another one for you. Connecting with your spirit guides. Now, yes, you can talk to them all the time. I do too. But there are some people that kind of struggle with it and they don't really know what to do. They don't feel like maybe I'm not doing it right, what have you. So if you are feeling that way, this is a good time because you're going to feel more intuitive. You're going to feel more open, right? So you can speak to your spirit guides anytime. It's not like you can only do it during the super moon, but to help you make that connection, use that super moon energy to help boost that connection. So maybe you can keep it on the, down the road. But here's the thing, that list is not an end all be all. All right. So I want to hear from you. How do you use the super moon? What do you do during the super moon? So share in the comments below. And then if you liked the ideas that I had, don't worry, I have that cheat sheet for you. All you have to do is let me know. You can use the comments below, send me an email, message me directly, however you want to do it. I'll send that cheat sheet to you in your email. If you have any questions, by all means, let me know, share those as well, because we can go delve even more into these energies. Please feel free to share this video with anybody you feel like is going to benefit from the supermoon that's right around the corner, and then any supermoon that's coming up. So I thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Farewell, merry part, and blessed be.